everyone, it's Lydia here at Lydia's Leisurely Stitching. Today is Saturday, November 30th, 2024, and welcome to my 45th Flosstube video. Thank you for coming to spend some time with me today. I'd like to say a special welcome to anyone that's new. I hope you see something you like and find a reason to subscribe and come back again in the future. I'd also say a special hello to all of my new subscribers. I've had about 150 new subscribers this month, so thank you for choosing to come back and see me again. So today I feel a little bit less organized than usual, and I think it might be a shorter video, but I've got two works in progress to show you, sort of kind of finish, and then my plans for December and plans even further into the future than that. So November was a busy month for me. I was lucky enough to go on vacation. I went to Miami and stayed in South Beach and got some sunshine and some beach therapy, so that was good. But because of that, I had some days where I only got like 35 stitches in, because the hotel room wasn't very conducive to stitching and I was spending most of my time outside anyways. So my numbers are a little bit down from last month, but I did 14,735 stitches in November. My last video was like a week or 10 days into November, but I've decided just to include my numbers for the November total, talking about this this video. Okay, so the first one I wanted to show you, this is my goodness, why can't I think of anything today? This is Celebrate Summer by Madame Chantilly, and this is what it'll look like when it's finished. I'm stitching this on 28 count rainy day fabric from Atomic Ranch Fabrics, and it's a lugana. And this is what it looks like last time I showed it to you. Since last time, I put in 285 stitches over 2 days. So this is the project I took with me to the beach. And here it is now. I really love this project. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love the colors. Let's see if I can straighten it up a little bit. Yeah. And so this time I worked down in these flowers. I had like 1.5 flowers done, and so I finished off the rest of the flowers. So this is nearing the finish. I've got some green leaves to do over here, the white to fill in this sign, and then I need to bring the gray tray over here and then the base of the tray down here, and this will be done. I really enjoyed this stitch, and yeah, I think the colors look really great on this fabric, so I'm very happy with that. I don't often like to start projects because I have a hard time deciding on fabric, but I think I did a good job with this one. So that's Celebrate Summer. And then I have a sort of kind of finish to show you. So my sort of kind of finish, this is the Fungi Book SAL, and it is by Living on the Rainbow. So you can purchase this on Etsy. The SAL is over, but I'm not really a big mystery SAL person because I've been burned on mystery crochet alongs before, where I start something and put a lot of work into it and then it turns out not like anything I would ever want. And cross stitch takes so much more time than crochet, so yeah, I'm not into the mystery SALs. But this one, I saw the first few releases and decided to jump in on it. And so this, it's stitched on 2 different pieces of fabric. So the sort of kind of finish I have to share with you is the cover of the book. And this is stitched on 18 count sand aida, and I'll have put in a picture of what it looked like last time I showed it to you. And here it is now. So this month I put in 3,215 stitches on this, out of the total of 6,944 stitches, and it took me 11 days. I've made some changes to this. So all of the lettering and the green little details on the edge of the book are supposed to be in Krynic, and I did not enjoy working with the Krynic, so I changed it to regular DMC. And then I got this idea from Emily on the Facebook. It's supposed to say the Witch's Handbook, and I didn't really care for that, so I changed this to the Forager's Handbook. And I think it looks really good. So this is an itty bitty tiny full coverage finish, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. The frog on the bottom of this side had a lot of quarter stitches, and that was really kind of irritating to do, especially since the quarter stitches don't work in Pattern Keeper. And so I had done all the full crosses, and then I had to go back and start threads just to do one single quarter stitch. So that was a little annoying, but it got there in the end, and I'm happy with it. So I finished that up, and then my plan had been to do 2 pages of the inside of the book this month, but I ended up spending all of my time working on the cover. So I haven't made any progress on the pages, but I'll go ahead and show them to you. So we've got the inky cap, the black trumpet, and the mushroom anatomy. This looks so good, doesn't it? It looks so realistic. I love it. And then on the other side, we've got the fly amanita and the moral, and the key to the mushroom anatomy. So I've got 2 more pages to do, and I'm not really sure when I'll get them done. I was hoping that I could get this done in December, and then I could I've got a week off of work at the end of December, and I was hoping that I could spend that time working on fully finishing this. But my December plans are to work on Christmas projects, and so I don't know if I'll be able to fit that in, or if I'll even want to fit that in. So I've got some decisions to make going forward. But that one is getting pretty close to a finish, and so I wanted to show you some of my thoughts about what I might start next. Probably won't be until the beginning of next year that I start these, but so one of them is Pixie Lane by Pine Needles, and I'll stick in a picture of what this will look like. It's a digital chart, so I don't have a physical copy to show you. And I think this is really cute. I saw Brenda the Handwork Maniac stitch this maybe a year ago, and I really liked it, so I went and grabbed it. It's a free pattern on their website. I'll be sure to link it in the description box below. Or to continue with the mushroom theme, I was thinking about starting Mist Forest mushroom from Nora Corbett. This looks cute. Or from Heartstring Samplery, this is the Prairie Life Sampler. And I'm not planning on stitching all of it. I just want to stitch this part here, the cabin and the trees. And this one has been in my stash the longest of these 3 charts, so it might be good to focus on what I've had the longest. And this should be pretty fast, I think. So yeah, so if you would want to see me stitch any of these 3, leave me a comment below and let me know which one you think you'd like to see the most. There's Pixie Lane Sampler, Mist Forest Mushroom, or the Prairie Life Sampler. So those are just some future plans. I've got one more whip to show you. And this is Once Upon a Fairytale, and I'll put in a picture of what it'll look like when it's finished. This is artwork by Jenna, Della, Grottaglia, Maldonado, and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and this is what it looked like at the beginning of the month. So this is the one, I've already shown you a little bit of the progress, but I'm just going to go back to the beginning of the month because that keeps my numbers consistent. And so in the month of November, I did 11,235 stitches over 20 days, and I took it from 2.53% to an even 5%. And here it is so far. So, beginning of the month, I believe I had just started on this page, and so I finished this page, and then I got half of the page on the second row done. You can kind of see if I hold it like this, all of the brown on the far left edge. Some of the green leaves in there. Yeah. It's got confetti in it, even though it looks like it's just dark. So this is done for the rest of the year. My goal this year was, I didn't really have a goal when I started it. My goal was to do in 2.5%, I decided, but I loved stitching this so much that I just carried on and got it to 5%. So this will come back next year. Next year I'm hoping to do an additional 10% on it. This is stitched on 28 count, easy count lugana 1/1. So those are all of the projects I've worked on so far. And then I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my December plans. So in December, I'm going to start this Buttons and Beads Mill Christmas Village piece. This is the tree farm. And I've already sorted the floss for it. And this I'm going to put on, this is 28 count, not that one, this one. This one's 28 count. Light ash gray lugana. And I've already got 3 of them done. So this will be my 4th one. So we've got the carolers and bookseller. I finished the bookseller earlier this year. And then I started and finished the skating pond. Now the skating pond took me 9 days and was 3,191 stitches and beads combined. So I'm hoping with the tree farm that I'll get a start and a finish this month. I'm going to work on this on the weekends. And yeah, I think I should be able to start and finish this if I do half of the stitching one weekend, half of the stitching the next weekend, half of the beading the 3rd weekend, and then the other half of the beading the 4th weekend. That's my plan of attack for this one. And then I'm also, my full coverage for the month of December. This is Victorian Christmas Eve, and I'll put in a picture of what it'll look like when it's finished. This is sitting at 40% complete. It's got 47,020 stitches in it, and I've done 18,823. So this is it so far. So my goal for this year is to get this to 50%. So it only needs another 4,700 stitches. I've been averaging around 10,000 full coverage stitches a month. So I might even be able to get this to 60%. It does have backstitch in it. I haven't done any of the backstitch yet. I'm planning on leaving the backstitch until the end because I really like to take pictures of before and after backstitching so you can really see the difference the backstitch makes. So yeah, I'll be focusing on this one for the month of December. It looks so good so far. Love it. And this is a 32 count pearl gray lugana. Stitch 2/2. So those are my plans for December. And then I've just got one piece of haul to share with you. This is something I don't usually buy. So this is 32 count Belfast linen. And I'm not usually a linen stitcher, but this is the fabric for the Al Forst embroidery sale for 2024, which is their mushrooms and toadstools sale. But you see, this is hand-painted fabric. And I really think that it adds something to the design. And so, while I'm not sure when I'll ever stitch this pattern, I wanted to have the fabric available for it because I think it really does add to the design. It's not something that you could get with any other fabric. So yeah, I'm really concerned because it's not even, and I've never stitched on linen before, so I'm not really sure how it'll work out. But I think it's very pretty. I wanted to have it available for when I do get around to stitching that. So yeah, I think that's everything I have to share with you now. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me, and leave me a comment so I know that you were here, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone.